I am coming to you live, remote, proving that you can do video from anywhere. So 3 things I hear all the time from agents about what makes them different. The irony is I hear them all the time. So I'm not sure it's really what's making them different. Nothing wrong with these 3 things. I'm just saying, let's make sure we're getting more specific so that you can get more referrals. First one I hear all the time, I have the experience. I am very experienced, and I hear this all the time. If I got a nickel for every time I heard it, I would be very wealthy. 2, I am trustworthy. 3, I can communicate. Now, I hear these things all the time, and to be honest, while it's great that you should promote them and there's nothing wrong with it, I feel like these are kind of givens, right? There should be a given. I actually hear a lot in the mortgage industry too that I have integrity, and it's like, well, I'd hope so. I really hope that anyone you're working with has that integrity when you are working with them. So how to differentiate, I want to share some really great examples, and you know who you are if you have these, and great work, and keep it up. One of them is, or a lot of them are focusing on the consumer. So what does the consumer get from it? Not necessarily talking about themselves. So being specific, having that niche, you're going to get more referrals. First one, I have a senior home care background to help guide seniors through the next phase of home ownership. I love that statement. It is so specific, and it is so easy for them to get referrals because people know instantly, okay, I can think of somebody specifically that's in that situation, and that's their specialty that they can help with. 2, I have a non-traditional background where I obsess over the consumer and ask what's important to them. So having that differentiation of a different kind of background and knowing that I'm really obsessed with the consumer is really important, because that's going to be important to you, the buyer or the seller. I have relocated out of state several times myself and know how to find the area that will meet your needs when you aren't familiar with the state. I love this statement because not a lot of people actually do have experience moving out of state. And so this particular agent can really help people that are relocating out of state because firsthand she has that experience. I work along the I-5 corridor and specialize in beachfront properties. That's what I heard recently. I love that because it's so specific if you have properties there or you're looking for properties specifically. And I actually do get asked, even by other agents, a lot for agents that specialize in beachfront properties. So this is a great way to get referrals. Doesn't mean you won't get all the other residential properties, but it just helps being specific for when people think of referring you. And then one of my favorites, I help dual income working parents who have a packed schedule and need a full service concierge level experience. How specific is that? And how relatable if you're in that position? Because I would imagine your schedule is pretty packed, and looking for a home only adds this extra stress with a house full of kids and 2 working parents. So I love the idea of all of these examples. I think it's really important to focus on the consumer, not necessarily about yourself. Doesn't mean these other 3 things, if you're saying them, there's nothing wrong with it. It is absolutely part of who you are, and you should promote them. But I would love to work with you on getting more specific about where your niche is so that you can get more referrals and you're really helping people, because that's your specialty that you should be helping. So I am in the business of growing business together. If you are an agent and you're feeling stuck with your marketing, please reach out, and also reach out if you want to go over some simple exercises and talk and work through what your niche and what makes you different might be. Cheers.